Mr.
Sir.
Pururaj Singh Solanki.
Yes.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
So how are we, Pururaj ji? Pururaj, your name means?
Sir, it is inspired from historical figures like Porus, who fought Alexander, and Puru, who was in Mahabharata, after whom we had Puruvansh and then Kuruvansh.
So, which one is it?
So, primarily...
Porus or?
Yes, sir. Primarily...
Who was named after whom?
Sir, I may not be very clear about this aspect, sir, but regarding my naming, sir, I think my mother was very much inspired by Porus, who fought Alexander, sir.
All right. Okay. I'm sure Porus's mother was also inspired by Pururaj.
So it may have been the case, yes.
Please quickly introduce yourself to the board.
Sir, I'm 24 years old and I was born and brought up in Jaipur. I completed my schooling from Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Vidyashram, and then I moved on to Sir IIT-Bombay to complete my graduation in chemical engineering. It is here, sir, that I developed a keen interest in snooker and also played a key role in NSS, sir. And my interest towards civil services grew at the time of IIT itself, sir, and I decided to pursue it, and this is my second attempt, sir.
All right. Sir.
Okay. Pururaj,
Yes, sir.
your surname is Solanki, isn't that?
Yes, sir.
Solankis were Rajputs. They are Rajputs. Had they their own kingdoms also earlier?
Yes, sir. In Gujarat, present-day Gujarat, sir, they had their kingdom in 12th century.
Okay. Not in Rajasthan.
No, sir. Primary base was in Gujarat at that point of time, sir. And since there was healthy cultural exchange between Gujarat and Rajasthan, sir, there was active migration, and we have the present demography, sir.
And what is the significance of the surname Rajput? Some people write Solanki, Sisodia, this and that. Some write Rajput. Is there a difference?
Sir, I may not be very clear about this surname aspect, sir, but I feel that surname particularly implies the cultural continuity of that particular person, sir. And in particular case of Hinduism, sir, this also characterizes the caste dimension, sir.
Okay, okay. Now you are a chemical engineer by qualification.
Yes.
And chemistry has been your subject. How can you utilize your professional qualification if you are posted as a Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, which is a faceless job? Nowadays, with the advent of IT revolution, how will your professional qualification come handy to you?
Sir, I believe that there may not be a very direct correlation with my subject expertise. However, sir, I believe that my stay in IIT was not only about technical aspects, but also personality aspects like leadership qualities and teamwork, sir. So I believe in this direction, sir, my learnings will be fruitful.
And when was this IIT Bombay formed, established?
Sir, it was established in 1959, sir.
It was the first, second, third, or which ranking? I mean, chronologically, which order it was?
Sir, I apologize. I may not recall it at the
Okay.
moment.
Tell me, Bombay has been renamed as Mumbai,
Yes, sir.
but IIT Bombay remains IIT Bombay. Why?
Sir,
Shouldn't it have been changed?
Sir, in my view, it should not have been named, and it has obviously has not been renamed, sir, because the brand value would have been diminished in that respect, sir. The brand value of IIT Bombay, since it's the entire name and not the address of that particular institution, sir. So I think in that aspect, the decision was made, sir, to not rename it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my next question is, you play snooker and pool, and you develop this interest in while in IIT.
Yes.
Before that, you didn't play anything while in school?
Yes, sir. I had physical education as my fifth subject in 11th and 12th, sir. And I was active in football and cricket as well, sir.
Okay. My last question. Nowadays, besides cricket, other sports are also being promoted, luckily. So, can you tell me, like Kabaddi is one, Kho-Kho is two, which state is Kabaddi champion last year? Which team last year?
Sorry, sir, I do not recall.
Men or women?
Sorry, sir, I may have do not have very much interest.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
Pururaj,
Yes, sir.
you had been NCC cadet.
Yes, sir.
Why you opted NCC? Why not NSS?
Sir, during my 9th and 10th standard, sir, NCC, being the cadet of NCC was considered very prestigious among the students, sir. And since when I analyzed the activities that they have at the camp as well as at the school, sir, I decided to pursue it, sir, because it had that sports component in it as well as the discipline aspect was there, sir. And I was also motivated by my parents, sir.
But you dropped in the college. Why?
Sir, I may have not actively pursued NSS, but the learnings that I gained from NSS.
No, you dropped NCC in the college.
I apologize, sir. I was talking about NCC itself, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The learnings from NCC, unity and discipline, have been active part of my life as well as my preparation for this particular exam, sir. And by opting NSS, sir, I gained a more diverse exposure about the social dimension in the.
So you mean to say you opted for NSS in the college, dropping the NCC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Your mother had been a teacher.
Yes, sir.
See, you get an opportunity to be a teacher. How will you come to know that whatever you taught to the students, they have followed it?
So this is the most important aspect of teaching in any point of life, sir. Assessment in the form of tests, etc., has been our idea throughout the education system, sir. However, sir, there is also need for individualized focus on students, sir. It is, if I am teacher, sir, I will definitely try to highlight which of the students are especially laggard in the class and which are the students who are able to understand fluently, sir. And I would provide special focus to those particular students, sir. Secondly, sir, if at all I feel that the students are not able to study properly at home, sir, I would also persuade their parents to engage with the school as well as the students effectively, sir.
Okay, Jaipur is having extreme temperature. What's about the pollution in Jaipur?
Sir, pollution as per AQI, etc., lies somewhere between 100 to 150 in most of the districts. However, in some districts like Bhiwadi, etc., it crosses the barrier of even 350 as well, sir.
I'm talking about Jaipur itself, particularly Jaipur.
Yes, sir. Jaipur, it remains at a moderate level, sir. But we have been seeing that in the past few years, the pollution levels have been rising, sir.
So, economy of Rajasthan is mainly depending on agriculture or industry or the service sector?
Sir, Rajasthan economy is primarily based on two dimensions: the livestock, especially in agriculture, and the services, which embodies the tourism sector, sir. And we are also making gains actively in the mining sector as well.
Okay. Are you knowing how can we improve the breed of the livestock?
Sir, the policy of genetic engineering is being pursued by the government of India. And apart from this, sir, we need adequate veterinarians in village level as well in order to improve the breed as well as to improve the reproductive success, sir. And Yes, sir. These are the key suggestions that I can give at this point, sir.
Genetic engineering in the livestock. I fail to understand how.
Yes, sir. Last year at 26 January, sir, we had a new cattle breed called Gantantra. And it was a marvel of genetic engineering because it was a hybrid breed, sir. And the genes were manipulated in such a way that it will be a high yielding variety, sir. So, in order to improve the breed of milch and draught animals as enshrined in the constitution itself, we are actively working towards it, sir.
See, AIE, artificial insemination, is tried technique for the last number of decades. You can go for it. It's very easy. One last question.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of genetically modified crops?
Yes, sir, I have heard about them.
Do we have in India?
Yes, sir, we had BT cotton, which was approved in 2002, sir. And GM mustard was approved a decade last year, sir.
Both BT cotton and GM mustard are facing some criticism. Are you aware of?
Sorry, sir, I may have to read more on it, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Pururaj, let's continue our discussion on pollution.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But before that, I want to know, how are you?
Sir, I'm absolutely fine, sir.
Great. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And happy to talk about pollution?
Yes, sir,
When you're a
sure.
chemical engineer. So let's talk about Powai Lake, okay? Which is where you studied.
Yes, sir.
So Powai Lake, everybody knows that it has become very polluted. And everybody, all the Mumbaikars, not only Mumbaikars, but the whole of India, and alumni like you will be very, very disheartened because of this. So why Powai Lake is important? Why are we so concerned about Powai? It's a small lake, not very big lake.
Sir, the environmental significance of Powai is not only limited to its aesthetic aspect, but also it is a key reservoir and an aquifer recharger for the entire ecosystem in Powai, sir. And there is also cultural aspect as well, because Powai Lake has been associated with a nearby temple related to Padmavati Devi, and the people have high reverence for the lake as well as for the deity as well. And that is the reason why the problem of pollution becomes even more significant, sir, there.
Okay. So if people of Mumbai associate with that of a deity,
Yes.
okay, and by culture, the way we revere our deities, we try to keep that pure,
Yes.
okay, pure. So why is it that there is so much of pollution? More than 1 million liters of sewage is directly being discharged into Powai Lake. And all the idols of all kinds of celebrations, they get immersed there, which is your subject, that the chemical pollution of that lake is very high.
Sir, especially related to the ideal aspect, the dyes that we use in such embodiments of deities, these are highly polluting, sir.
So my question is,
Yes, sir. You are
why despite
Yes,
the
sir.
fact that that place is associated with a deity, and we in our culture wish to keep that place pure, not only clean but pure,
Yes, sir.
okay? In spite of that, why there is so much of pollution?
Sir, the urbanization pattern in Powai, in and around Powai, it comprises of high-rise buildings as well as there is a nearby slum area. And the waste management in that particular area is not very efficient, sir. The entire waste from the high-rise building area accumulates in the slum-related area and the low-lying area, and Powai lies in this low-lying region, sir. So there is a natural flow towards Powai, sir. And there should be an administrative mechanism and cleanliness drive related to this, sir, in which
Why is it
IIT...
not happening? That is the question, no? Powai Lake became unfit for drinking water, it was originally actually developed
Yes.
as a drinking water reservoir
Yes.
in, I believe 1850s or so. And its quality deteriorated and it became unfit for drinking water long back. Still, why people are not concerned? Why the governance of Mumbai is not able to take care of that?
Sir, the sewage management system in that particular area, which comes under the purview of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, sir, that is not very much well planned, sir, because as the area developed over the last few decades, sir, it was very much unplanned in many ways, sir, which was often
So that is my
highlighted.
question. No, again, the BMC has generally been dominated by a party which reverse is. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So think about it.
Sir, I'll definitely think on it, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
We have of late heard about this Neuralink brain implant in some brain and something will happen
Yes, sir.
thanks to Elon Musk, right?
Yes, sir.
And apparently great for people who have lost their ability to move their limbs and so on. That's one part of it. What are the risks associated? And what are the disasters associated? The negatives.
So first and foremost, the technology is at a very primitive stage at this point of time, sir. So human trials related aspect and safety concerns related to whether this actual transfer of technology from a human mind to a machine will be feasible or not. This is the biggest question, sir.
That's a technological question. I'm talking of the dangers. I mean, 2 versions later, it will be perfected. It's an iterative process. What are the dangers?
Sorry, sir, I'll read more on
No
this.
problem. Please think about it. More than reading, you have to think
Yes.
about it. Okay?
Yes.
It can be hacked. A simple man can be made into a monster. Or, if you give so much knowledge in a chip, pre-installed, then one kid who can afford it will become a super student.
Yes.
The other one will have to plod. Okay? All those things. Please think about it. Now, there was one famous or infamous mimicry episode in the Rajya Sabha in the last session, last,
Yes.
okay, winter session. And lots of, you know about it.
Yes, sir, I know about this.
So tell me, what was the exact episode, what was the consequence, and what was the larger consequence? And why do I think that probably it was all stage managed by opposition and government put together? So tell me.
So firstly, I'll start with the episode itself. A regional political party's leader mimicked the Honorable Vice President. Maybe because it was highlighted later that he was unhappy with the working of Vice President.
Whatever
Yes,
be the
sir.
incident, okay.
And this issue was later highlighted by the Indian media. And the Vice President was very much agonized by this incident, which he later voiced in the Parliament, sir.
What was the consequence of it? What did he do, and then what really happened in the parliament as a result? Larger picture.
Sir, it was alleged by the opposition that under the garb of this particular issue, the government was shying away from other major issues which they were trying to highlight, sir. And
As a result of what? The parliamentarians who were disturbing,
yes, sir.
causing all that disturbance, were sacked, suspended, were chucked out of the house.
Yes, sir.
So what happened after that?
Sir, more than 140 parliamentarians were suspended.
Fine, fine. Statistics is not important. But what happened? What is the larger picture? What happened?
Sir, I may have to revisit this episode, sir.
A lot of bills got passed.
Yes, sir. And it was later highlighted that the democratic credentials of passing bills without the opposition's presence.
So who stopped the opposition from coming back into the house?
Sir,
They staged a walkout because of
massive.
because some people were checked out, so lots of them did a walkout.
Yes, sir.
So good, that's what the government wants.
Sir, but overall, I believe that this was not very much in the spirit of democracy, sir.
ये बात आप समझते हैं, मैं समझता हूँ, opposition को समझाइए ना. Why did they storm out? Which is why it is said that it was stage managed between the opposition and the government. They created their noise.
Yes, sir.
The government got their bills passed. The 3 criminal bills, telegraph law, this law, newspapers law.
Yes.
बढ़िया है, आप भी खुश, हम भी खुश. Look at the larger picture, okay?
Yes, sir.